From shots that'll make you scream, "No way!"
Here's a Curry, way downtown, bang! Bang!
To plays that had us questioning the laws of physics.
Murray, do it again, a three for the win! Yes!
These are the top 15 legendary buzzer beaters in NBA history. For number 15, on December 12th, 2022, in the battle between Chicago Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks, AJ Griffin made a historic game-winning circus buzzer beater shot. And this shot is so crazy, it makes the Bulls look like cows. Just take a look at him. The ball is in midair, and AJ twisted like a gymnast, then scored with just 0.5 seconds left.
They'll go inside, go up, and he got it!
God damn, someone get that man a medal. And give Larry Bird a trophy, because at number 14, Bird's clock awareness is insane. The clock has only 9 seconds left, and the score is 126-125 in favor of Boston. Clyde Drexler got the ball and did this.
Looking to just work himself. Takes the fall away. Nailed it!
But as the commentator said,
3 seconds is a lot of time.
And he is right, because when Bird got the inbound pass, he delivered the ball right where it should be.
Hits it at the buzzer! All right!
Damn! Larry Bird probably has a built-in stopwatch in his brain. But for number 13, Anthony Davis delivered the bomb and turned the Orlando bubble into his personal highlight reel.
Disrupt Rondo, he puts it in. Here's Davis, 4-3 in the win. Oh, it's good!
If Davis missed that shot, the Nuggets would probably win their first ever championship 2 years ago. But come on, look at Davis's stats. He averaged 27.7 points, 9.7 rebounds, and 3.5 assists while shooting 57% from the field, 38% from 3, and 83% from the line. But for number 12, LeBron came from the Mesozoic era. He lulls the baby Raptors into sleep with his domination and turns it into LeBronto after this Game 3 shot on February 28th, 2016.
Throws up the floater. Good night, Cleveland!
You're not dreaming, Lowry. That's a nightmare. And for number 11, Luka Doncic is giving the Knicks and Clippers night terrors. The historic one happened on December 27th, 2022, Mavs against the Knicks. The score is 115-113 favor for the Knicks. The clock is 3.3 seconds, and Luka is on the free throw line. He's about to make a miracle.
That Drew rim, it's still loose, Luka got it back! He did it! He did it! An improbable comeback by Dallas!
Dang! That game gave Luka ADHD, and he ended up winning the game with a 60-point triple-double. And he became one of the only 2 players in NBA history to do this. But the basketball gods aren't finished writing Luka's history, because after facing the Clippers, he made a 43-point triple-double.
It's a shot he works on time and time again. Rhythm.
Damn! That shot was like a cherry on top of a sundae filled with jaw-dropping plays. But if that was a cherry, then number 10 is the whole dang cake. I'm talking about Tim Duncan and Derek Fisher. Because back in the 2004 playoffs against the Lakers, Duncan did the unthinkable. He nailed a fadeaway jumper that had everyone's jaws on the floor. And even Shaq looked like he'd seen a ghost. But the game ain't done yet. Lakers still have 0.4 seconds on the clock, and the most anticipated moment happened when the Lakers ended up winning the game with a buzzer beater from Derek Fisher.
They get it to Fisher. He scores! Derek!
Dang, that's the definition of if there's time, there's a chance. You just can't write this stuff. And for number 9, LBJ wrote miracles. I mean, if you can nail a shot like this, you could probably walk on water. The King in Game 5 of the 2007 Eastern Conference Finals was a completely different beast. It was a shot that sparked the legend of LeBron Clutch James.
James scores with 2.2 to go.
This shot put the Pistons to bed and got Cleveland to the NBA Finals, making 48 points, adding 9 rebounds and 7 assists. But even the King himself couldn't hold on to his fear when he faced Kawhi Leonard. For number 8, we've got a buzzer beater that's so legendary, it's practically got its own fan club. This is from Game 7 in the 2019 Eastern Conference Semifinals. The ball bounced on the rim like it had a mind of its own before finally dropping in.
For the win!
But the most historic thing about this shot is that this was the first Game 7 buzzer beater in NBA history. And let's not get too caught up, because we're barreling into number 7, and we've got a shot so crazy it could probably cure insomnia. It's from the 2015 playoffs, Game 3 against the Cavs. With time running out and the game hanging in the balance, Derrick Rose took this shot that shook the world.
Rose trying to get open, fires away. Bang! It's over! The Bulls win!
He showed us all that you could come back from anything, that you could rise, well, just like a rose. And De'Aaron Fox is a cactus for Orlando Magic, because at number 6, he cast a 31-foot Magic buzzer beater. Fox put a silencer to the entire pandemonium of Orlando City.
Fox from midcourt, got it! De'Aaron Fox!
Oh, and for number 5, we have the baby assassin, Steph Curry. This dude is much more like a machine than a human when he's on the court. With 2.9 seconds left on the clock in overtime against the Thunder, he pulled off a 32-foot buzzer beater.
Way downtown, bang!
Jesus! Curry is much better in real life than in 2K. Because come on, who does that? A player from a different planet? Well, that's precisely for number 4. Because on April 23rd, 2019, Damian Lillard threw a 37-foot game-winning shot against the Thunder and became a complete ET. With Paul George in his face, Lillard fired up from 37 feet to send the Thunder packing.
Get down to 2-1, a deep three! Oh! The most improbable, impossible three!
I'm not about to shoot this shit from here. So that's why I jump before he jumps. To make the shot even tougher, bro, he sidestep it. Bro, the whole time I'm like, that shit was like a Gatorade commercial, bro.
God damn! That wave of goodbye was cold-hearted. But Batum accepting defeat after passing the ball to Lillard isn't cool as the swoosh of the net while Dame beats the buzzer.
It's Lillard, he got the shot off! Lillard, good!
That's Dame time, baby!
And the Blazers win the series for the first time in 14 years!
And at number 3, Robert Horry gave the Sacramento Kings a buzzer beater ruthlessly. It's written in NBA history. This happened at Game 4 in 2002 in the Western Conference Finals. Lakers versus Sacramento. It's 99-97 in favor of Sacramento. With 10 seconds remaining, and Kobe drives the ball and takes the shot but misses. Then this happens. In this game, the Lakers' supremacy is hanging in the balance. So if Horry missed that crazy buzzer beater, the Lakers would have been down 3-1. And the same goes for number 2. Because we've got a shot so intense it'll make your heart stop. At Game 6 of the 2013 NBA Finals, with 3-2 standing San Antonio Spurs leading the series, the Heat down by 3 and time running out, Ray Allen hit one of the coldest yet hottest clutch three-pointers in NBA history.
Won't go! Rebound Bosh! Back out to Allen! His three-pointer! Bang! Tie game!
This wasn't just a game changer, it was a championship saver. But for Michael Jordan, the championship is just a screensaver. Because at number 1, we've got the shot that wasn't just a buzzer beater. It was the last shot that made MJ the GOAT. And what's more fascinating about this game is that this is the battle of His Highness, where he took Brian Russell personally.
It became personal with me. When I was playing baseball, Utah was in town to play the Bulls. They're practicing at the facility. I go over to say hello to John and Carl. And this kid, Brian Russell, comes up to me and said, "Man, why you quit? Why you quit? Man, you knew I could guard your ass. I couldn't, you had to quit." But from that point on, he's been on my list. I'm supposed to kill this guy.
And in the 1998 NBA Finals, Game 6, Jordan versus the Jazz, MJ brutally broke Russell's bone. With time running out, Jordan hit a 20-foot jumper and made Brian Russell change his career to skis.
Jordan, open! Chicago with the lead!
This shot secures the Bulls' 6th championship in 8 years. But this made Brian Russell MJ's prisoner, and MJ kept burning Russell's soul, even in a practice game. When Russell and MJ became teammates in Washington after a game winner over Russell in practice, MJ told him,
"Stop trying to guard me, man. You're known as the human highlight reel. Not because you have any highlights of your own, but because you're in all of mine."